Oh, let me tell you what I feel like that. Oh, let me tell you what I feel like that. Oh, let me tell you what I feel like that. Oh, let me tell you what I feel like. One for the weekend, one for the road. Drop the beat to the rhythm, take it back to the show. Show your love for the people when you come, when you go.
That's right, it's the Corona Cero post show. Lexus Tahiti Pro presented by IC Finals Day. It was a crazy one out here at the end of the road. The flotilla still buzzing with energy. We're going to wrap it all up in this Corona Cero post show. We got lots to talk about, and we got our final five all set. This is Corona Cero. It's 0% APV. It's got natural ingredients, and it is absolutely delicious. That's Flick Palmentier. That's Stace Galbraith. I'm Kaipo Guerrero. We're going to go through this because we had an epic day here at Teahupo'o. Flick, it was epic.
Oh, it was amazing. The whole event was incredible, really. I think we've got the surf gods to thank. Thank you, Huey, because the forecast that we had coming into this event was all-time, right?
All time.
The surfers, the women, the men, everyone just rose to the occasion. The bar on the women's tour was raised. Today, we just saw something phenomenal go down for the second time in a row. It doesn't get any better.
Excellent scores. Excellent scores in the women's final. Excellent scores all day with the men's, Stace.
Yeah, it was non-stop action all day. My jaw's still on the floor. I can't even fathom how much of an animal Jack Robinson is. And, yeah, grateful to watch it all go down and some insane performances. And, yeah, the highlights that we're going to get to see, it's great to relive them.
Our men's final five is all set. Let's review those final five heading into the Lexus WSL Finals Fiji. Italo Ferreira. He's earned his spot in the final five. This was a 7.5 Flick.
Yeah, this was, oh my goodness.
It's like first wave of the comp, I think. This is so sick.
Just rewind and watch that. It's just massive cabins.
Jack Robinson. Talk about a performance. A 9.27, a 9.5 all today at the end of the road.
Yeah, he had an amazing day. He had an amazing week. And what an enjoyable feeling that must be.
Guy goes from number 8 to number 4. Made the cut. Also, Griffin Colapinto came in here below that cut line, number 6. Griffin Colapinto's in the final five.
It's the first time we've had two guys jump up into that, finals conversation. I mean, Griff impressed me from even before the event started. One of the hardest charging guys.
That was an 8.43. Jordy Smith, we're going to see him at Fiji, 9.5 Stace.
Oh, it's an awesome wave there from the big bad brew. Wow. And George has had an awesome year, and why not go out with a bang in Fiji?
Yellow leader's jersey in Fiji is going to belong to Yago Dora. 2 good waves away from a world title for the Brazilian surfer.
Oh, this is so cool. I mean, he's got it all. I mean, absolutely charges. He's got variety. He's got an amazing rail game. And then in the air, the variation that he brings, so well-rounded.
Yeah, for sure.
And here we go. This is how we're going to play the game, Stace. Match number 1. Jack Robinson will have priority over Italo Ferreira.
Straight fireworks straight away. Italo really had such an amazing start to the season, and I think he'll be, again, like we saw him go on a rampage last year.
Yeah, go ahead. Winner goes against Griffin Colapinto. Flip.
Yeah, I mean, Griff for me, I look at Jack and Griff, hats off. For those two to jump up into this position to even fight for a chance, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, Jordy Smith also is going to be in that next match, and as well as Griffin Colapinto, and ultimately the title match all coming down to Yago Dora. But today, let's celebrate Jack Robinson with an incredible feat. Coming here, number 8 in the world, Bravo, with his road to the final. Started this morning, Flick, round of 16 up against Marco Mignon.
Well, I mean, you can really see, too, the conditions have just improved and gotten so much bigger since this morning. Jack just looks so tapped in, though. The completion make, you brought it up before, Stace, was so great to watch. I mean, very calculated, very connected, very reserved with his emotions, not giving us much, because he wanted to keep a lid on it.
Stayed in the bubble. There he faced Italo Ferreira in the quarterfinal stage.
Yeah, it's like he had a bit of everything. He had the close heat with Marco. Marco had a great wave at the end, but Jack survived. And then he had a pretty scrappy start here with Italo, but he didn't let it fluster him, and he got a great score off the back of that. And obviously, advanced through this heat as well.
Yep, and then the semifinals against Crosby Colapinto. Flick, where Jack Robinson had his highest heat total ever in Tahiti. 18.1 two-wave total in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as Jack started attacking to this sort of form, I'm thinking, okay, wow. I mean, you could see it from the beginning of the day, but I think this was the moment where it all started to really click in, and I'm like, whoa, he's starting to look deadly. It's that momentum that he starts to gain, and it is unstoppable. We saw it happen 2 years ago, but he is just connected.
And then met the brother of Crosby, Griffin Colapinto, in the final, where Jack Robinson, Stace, scored a 9.5, his highest single-wave total ever in Tahiti.
Oh, and just what an amazing ride. You know, it's so clean, so perfect, and a little bit of drama at the end here, and then the massive spit to let him out. He certainly, it's good to see that emotion out of him. You know, he's pretty reserved, and he liked that one, and why wouldn't you?
What a feat. And talking about, Flick, peaking when you need to, peaking in the final, Jack Robinson.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to do, and especially, you know, there was a bit of time in between, you know, that opening day to when that we resumed competition to just, you know, keep a lid on it. And then this moment here, I think there was not a dry eye in the room when this moment
family
happened.
Robinson with the ocean hug, Zen, soaking up the energy, and Dad is now a two-time Tahiti Pro champ.
Someone run a box of tissues into Milby. that snapped him.
Look at the numbers, 9.5, 7.4, 16.9. That's an excellent final for Jack Robinson, and that's exactly what he needed to do to crack that final 5 placing. Glad to say we're going to see both Griffin Colapinto and Jack Robinson in Fiji for the Lexus WSL Finals Fiji. That is unreal.
Wow.
Unreal.
It is unreal. I have no more words. I mean, how do you make sense of, you know, being an outside shot 2 times here in Tahiti and making that happen? It's, I don't know. What do you say about that?
You don't. You just hang on to the lightning. That's all you can do. When someone's on that much of a rampage, it's just meant to be. And he looks so locked in from the day this thing started.
Flick, I think you talked about it, where even before the event started, we had the swell of the season here in Teahupo'o. And these surfers were the guys charging on those warm-up days that were just incredible. Like borderline, some tow, some paddle. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, it was. It was incredible to watch. Both Jack, both Griff were pushing those limits. And I think it speaks volumes to just how hungry they were to prove, no, I'm here. I'm so hungry. I'm not backing down. Yes, I'm an outside shot, but I'm not going anywhere. And I think, you know, Jack even, you know, paddled a few, then took a, you know, hold of the rope, packed a couple of bombs. Griff just sending it. I'm looking forward now to Fiji, and I'm hoping that the forecast is going to be bombing so we can see some more crazy waves from both of those guys.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be exciting.
And, you know, Stace, you got to see a lot of these guys. You spent a lot of time in the water. I mean, did the 2 best surfers win today?
I think 2 of the 3 or 4 of the best surfers were in the final. Obviously, it's just the way it works. They can't all be there, but
right.
for sure. Yeah, particularly Griffin was, you know, obviously, as Flick mentioned, is up there, and then Jack is one of those guys who not only just this swell, but in general and everywhere around the world, you know, this is sort of like, you know, you look at someone like Ethan and him winning bells and J-Bay, it just feels right. And when, you know, Ethan can go on that kind of a roll at any location, but you expect it at those waves. And same thing here for Jack, you know, he just, it was his to lose, and he really just grabbed the opportunity with both hands and absolutely nailed it.
Yeah. Well, the women put on a show as well. We saved it all. We saved the best for last. We ran through the entire women's field and saved it for this final. Molly Picklum up against Caity Simmers. It was all Molly Picklum, going excellent twice.
Molly's road to the final was amazing, right? This final, the way she kicked it off, I mean, she had 3 8s. It was amazing. I think, you know what, though? This moment here, Stace, we both said it. If Caity packs this and she comes out, that thing's a perfect 10. It was the biggest, most meatiest, chunkiest wave taken off on by the women. So Caity was right there. She wasn't not having a dig.
Yeah, and then even Molly, that one there, straight over the foam ball at like Mach 10 speed. You know, the show that Molly put on and the beatings that Caity took, both of them on fire. And then you know, Molly got the win today, and it was an awesome show.
Yeah, boyfriend there, Austin, just going, yes, boys, all the way to a big victory there. And talk about a big victory. 8.83, 8.43, 17.26. What? Astounding numbers from Molly Picklum.
Yeah, and it's that's sort of not a fair reflection of how that heat was. Like you said, Flick, if Caitlin comes out of that one wave, it's a 10. It's give it a 12. It's a psycho wave. So unfortunately, you got to make the waves to get the big scores. But that's just the way that one went. But it wasn't through lack of trying. And yeah, congratulations to Molly. What a win.
Let's hear from our champ. She's with Chris Cote.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Before we talk about the ultimate moment that just went down, let's talk about some of the special moments that were developing through this week. Did you see something big happening in your future when you got here to Tahiti?
It's a great question. Some events you have that feeling for sure, but I feel like I've just been trying to create like my own feeling each event and taking it for what it is. And I mean, Tahiti's beautiful, right? The mountains, the wave mountains, they're so beautiful and perfect and magical. And I don't know, it was just such an unreal week. Honestly, I had such good people around me, had a great time, and the waves were incredible. Like so many big waves and then some small perfect waves for us to get out there. And the other day too, like I know we just surfed one heat today, but the other day I really felt like I earned today, and then it's just so cool for Caity and I to come up against each other, and in conditions like that we both push each other. I mean, you see the waves she swings on and makes me maybe want to go, and I'm like, I don't know, it's just crazy, and I'm just so happy that it was Caity and I versing then. She definitely pushes me, and I'm really happy that I could stay smart and just make my waves.
Well, there was a really special feeling happening here in the channel. You saw the wind just go into that perfect direction. Sets started to pump through. I mean, I think it was really clear that there was like a moment about to happen when that final buzzer blew, and it actually did.
Yeah, it's so true. It was starting to puff on shore, and it looked real tricky, like chandelier-y, and we got a text that they were going to watch the wind, and sure enough, we went to go out there. It just felt so magical, like you say. The wind just blew offshore, and it just looked so pretty and nice. It was just there was no way you couldn't go now. It was every wave was so perfect and beautiful, and I don't know, it was really sick. I'm so happy to get that cherry on top.
Yeah, and looking back at the entire season, I mean, that's been a hell of a ride. And you've had wins, and to finish the normal season, the regular season, I should say, with a win, building that momentum. Of course, now all eyes are on Fiji, but let's just reflect a little bit on being #1 in the world after the final regular season event.
I know, it's so crazy. It just, I don't know, every event I just showed up and just kept trying my best and just wanting to do my bits and pieces, and the results kind of started to follow in the back end of the year, which normally they don't. And yeah, it's so cool, to win the regular season. This tour is so talented. I've been pushed every single day in and out of the water, and ultimately I'm so grateful to spend the whole year with such good people, and everyone's I don't know, just have good hearts and makes it a really nice time on the road. And yeah, and also too, I'm just so grateful for everyone that got around me this year. I had many different coaches helping me at each spot, and had Austin, my boyfriend, on the road with me a bunch, and Fletchy and all the gang. I had a lot of supporters, and I think that's what makes it all so special. And also, special shout out my best friend who came to a bunch of events and got my good momentum going. It's her birthday today, so happy birthday, Kobe. I absolutely love you, and this is for you.
Love to hear it. Congratulations, Molly Picklum, your Lexus Tahiti Pro champion.
Good stuff right there. World #1 taking out a win here. Just the icing on top of the cake. And how's this feeling right here? Alika and Al Cleland Jr. on the chair up for Jack Robinson. Stace.
Oh, so good. Bit lopsided on the chair. Get on your tippy toes, Al.
Go around the left, huh?
Directing from the top, Jack Robinson. He knows a few things about a chair up. And Molly Picklum, Flick. How satisfying is that for Pickles?
Oh, I just think it's such a great moment for her. I feel like it was coming, this win for her, in sort of those consequential waves, the big tubes. She's put in the time, and I think, as a surfer, you have those events you want to win. You got Bell's, Pipe, Chopes is up there, and now Molly's name is going to be on that trophy.
Yeah, and #1 in the world, going to the Lexus WSL Finals Fiji. She, like Yago Dora, is just 2 good waves away from a world title.
With the form she's in,
right?
From the win in Brazil to the second at J-Bay, when she was in real good form there, to a win here, Feels like she's tapped into that little purple patch, the good momentum, the good juju.
I agree wholeheartedly with you. I feel that. What about you, Stace?
Yeah, it's been an amazing couple of months for Molly, and she got a little wake up call there at J-Bay with the final, but I think that now is definitely a blessing in disguise, and you know, having made that little mistake there potentially in that final, and then getting a win here, and then moving into Fiji, it's perfect timing for her.
Well, you know what, you guys? Time to make it official. Yorana, let's start our awards presentation.
Maruru, thank you so much. Let's give everybody a round of applause for the local Tahitian dancers. That is really fun to watch, and a tradition every single year. Good to see you guys. What a special day for pro surfing that you're all a part of. This is the official awards presentation for the Lexus Tahiti Pro, presented by IC. The 11th and final stop. Yeah, that's right. Get behind it. Let's hear some cheers. Get loud. It's the last stop of the regular season. That was insane. For what we got to see in the lead-up, in the tow sessions, throughout the main event, really incredible. Let's put our hands together for the youngest ever CT competitor that lives right here, Kaylia Galina, 12 years of age, just had a birthday and turned 13. She was a weapon on the broadcast today. Can't wait to see what she does next. Let's hear it for Vahine Fierro, always representing you guys so well here at Teahupo'o. From Teba Tairoa getting the 833 in his first start out here, to Mihimana Bray getting his best result he's ever had of his career at the end of the road, equal third, taking out world number 1, world number 3. The guy was magic. And also Kauli Voss. The locals are incredible. Thanks for opening up your homes and giving everyone a lot of light and love, man. This was a really special one that we'll never forget. This event also decided who's going to the Lexus WSL Finals Fiji, and we had to figure that out in the final heat of 2025. Give them a round of applause for what they did today. Surfing from the round of 16 all the way to the final, fitting in the women's final in there, one that we'll never forget. Big thanks to our partners both here in Tahiti and globally, Lexus, the Tahitian government, IC, Corona Cero, Yeti, Red Bull, Banca de Tahiti, Vini, Air Tahiti Nui, Polynesia One, Apple Watch, Surfline, Mofi, and WSL One Ocean. Thanks for supporting what's one of our favorite events on tour. Thanks so much. Special thank you to Tahiti dignitaries, the Tahiti president, Moitai Brotherson, for supporting this event, the Minister of Youth in charge of sport, Kei Nu'u Temauri, also the director of IJSPF, James Cowan, from Tahiti Tourism, Vehare Lison, also the mayor of Tairapu, Westi, Te Tuanui, Hamblin. Thank you to the mayor of Teahupo'o, Ranu Po'oreyu, and also the president of Tahiti Surfing Federation, Mac Wasna. Also, local WSL representative Pascal Luciani, who's been involved in this from day one. Thanks so much, you guys, for all the support. Once again, thanks to our families. Big shout out to Hinatea. We love you. Thanks for taking good care of us here in Paradise. We got some people to help me with the trophy celebrations today. Let's hear for Yotua Lenore from Tahiti Tourism. Thanks for having us, Yotua. And also this man you guys know really well, Renato Hickel, who is the WSL VP of Tours and Competition, celebrating over 35 years of the sport of surfing at the highest level. Great job today on the call, Renato. Now let's get to the Warriors, the Chargers, the brave ones that made the final today in unbelievable conditions. This man didn't think he was going to make the midseason cut. Well, he might have known, but it started off a little up and down, and then everything came together, and he said he was just taking it one lap at a time. Let's hear it for your runner-up of the Lexus Tahiti Pro, presented by IC, San Clemente's Griffin Colapinto. Congratulations, Griff. Wow. Where do we begin? You know, to finish on your feet in the final, to completely flip your season upside down on the back nine, and to be here to put yourself not just in the spot for the title race, but all the way up to the number 3 seed. Can you put it into words how you're feeling right now?
Just super, super grateful. And yeah, I just put in so much preparation and hard work over the years. You know, it's my 8th year coming to Tahiti and competing in this contest, and this is my first time making finals day, and like with everything on the line, you know, there's kind of like a big hump to get over. And even in the Olympics, I lost to Callie Vass in the round before quarters. So, and I was just like so close to getting him, and then yeah, I just lost so many times out here, and I don't know, it just felt like this time it shifted. Like I felt the click over, and like the comfortability was setting in, and the amount of times I've taken beatings at this wave, and then starting to like actually like make barrels or like crazy barrels started to feel really good. And I think all that preparation just showed on this day, so I'm super grateful.
Not many people prep the way you did for this event. And I'm not sure if anyone was asking you, what are you doing? Be careful, there's a title on the line, dealing with the biggest wipeouts and probably the best waves of your life. You know, that was all part of the plan, wasn't it? Yeah,
for sure. I just saw it as, you know, like the reason I started surfing was to get the ride of your life, and this is one of those spots you can do it, and the opportunity was sitting right in front of me, and so I didn't even think about the contest. I was just focused on trying to get the wave of my life, and I actually think I might have done that before the contest started. So, you know, just so much to be grateful for. And Teahupo'o, Chopo, this community right here, you guys are the absolute best. So warm and welcoming to us. It's a really beautiful community, and we twa.
Congrats, Griffin. Enjoy the moment. Thanks for giving us so much joy this year.
Thank you, Joe. We'll see you guys soon.
We're seeing him at Cloud Break. Congrats, his first final appearance here at Teahupo'o for Griffin Colapinto. And we'll see him at Cloud Break to try to compete for a world title. Now, this young woman's the youngest world champ in history. Second to final appearance here in Tahiti, and absolutely charged in that final. Put your hands together for the one and only Caity Simmers. Caity Simmers doing such a great job today. One major heat today, a final. Do you want to join me up here real quick, Caity? It's hard to put into words when we keep seeing you guys change the game today, and you're such a big part of it with all your best friends, you know, like Molly, who I heard you were hanging out with in the lead up to that final. We always talk about rivalries and this and that, you know, as far as sports go. But there's a special bond that you have with you two, and you know, leading us into the unknown because you guys keep changing the bar. How does that feel to be such a big part of that, not just for yourself, but with the entire tour right now?
Yeah, that was a big question. I'm kind of confused right now. I was kind of underwater for like most of that final, so I'm pretty tired. But yeah, I mean, me and Molly we're just friends. Like she gives me advice on more than just surfing, and it's good to have someone like that. And also in finals like that, and just all of our heats in general, we kind of just tend to surf better, I feel like, when we're together. So yeah. And I was talking the other day about like having to surf here when it's good, you kind of have to be like a little bit stupid and also be calculated too, and like the balance of that And like I feel like I was just stupid and she was calculated. So that was kind of how it went. But yeah, I mean, Molly ripped that one, and I had fun too. I got some good visions and also some good wipeouts and everything you want out here, I guess, except for to win. But
Very close. Thanks so much for the show. Thanks for being so brave. Thanks for continuing to lead us into the future. Caity Simmers, enjoy the moment.
thank you. Thanks to all my friends and family at home, and thank you, Tahiti. This is the most beautiful, lovely place in the world. It has so much soul, and I love it so much, and yeah, it's beautiful.
Let's hear it for your two-time finalist here at Teahupo'o. And she's moving into Cloudbreak to compete for her second world title in 2 weeks from today. This guy was an outside shot when we were doing all the math to get into the final five with a shot to win. It was weird. He did this before in 2023. He just did it again. Let's hear it for your champion, now a two-time champion of the Lexus Tahiti Pro, presented by IC, Australia's Jack Robinson. Congratulations, Jack. That was huge. Another one of those inspiring performances. One of my favorite days of your career, and to bookend the season, you know, back against the wall, needing to be perfect today. You go into a zone. You get really quiet on the boat. We've seen you do this before. Can you tell us what that zone feels like in your mind?
I'm pretty quiet in general. Usually I just want to surf when on the comp days and stuff, but yeah, it's just free and just still, you know, just in the moment out there, you know, because otherwise if you're not, it's chopper will kind of flick you and just kind of smash you. So you got to be in the moment, and yeah, just really enjoying it. Just want to thank everyone that supports me, my whole team, everyone, and Julia, Zenny, Bammy, Leandro, yeah, my whole family, and Eric Arakawa for making the board. He made that one. I think Andy had a little, I don't know, something on that board because I did that Rising Sun spray, and yeah, I was kind of channeling a little bit of AI. I was thinking about him. So yeah, thank you to him, and yeah, that's about it. Just all my sponsors, everyone who supports me.
Well done. I know in an early interview, you're like, maybe next year my son will get out here. Did he surprise you today and made his way to the channel? And when you got to hold him after that win, what did that mean to you?
Yeah, I was so blessed and happy to see him out there. It was surreal, just to be in the final as well with Griff. I kind of felt like we were coming together. We've been seeing each other every day because we go to the same Cairo and stuff. And when we were together, I was like, oh, I just kind of feel it. So yeah, it was so blessed to have everyone there, and what a day.
It's one of our favorite rivalries on tour. The way you guys laugh, the way you guys poke each other, you push the game, man. Seeing Griff in the final must have been rad.
Yeah, he's got to have a little microphone in the lineup because he's trying to do some stuff with the stars. Like, I'm not going to go on that game.
Well, congrats, man. You get to compete for a world title at Cloudbreak. What a sensational season and sensational day. Congrats, Jack. Enjoy the moment.
Thank you.
Jack Robinson, a multiple-time champ, just like his hero, Andy Irons, Bobby Martinez, Gabe Medina, and Kelly Slater. That's a special list. What a day for this young lady. Finding her feet through the back end, winning in Brazil, finaling in J-Bay, and now finaling at this event and winning for the first time in her career. Let's hear it for the champ of the Lexus Tahiti Pro, presented by IC, Australia's Molly Picklum.
Yes. Enjoy.
Wow, it's a blast. We're making a routine of this, especially lately. Your win, your final. This one, though, seemed extra special. I asked you the other day, you know, what you did in the early rounds. What is that, top 5, top 3? And you said top 3 at the moment, and then you did what you did today. Had 3 8s with Caity, who's had your number a lot in the past, and it's absolutely pumping. I mean, where do we go with that now in your career? What does today mean to you?
Yeah, for sure. I still like top 3 my moments of my life for sure. I think this whole event though, I think goes top 1. You know, it was the most magical day that day with all the women. I think we had unreal conditions so that everyone could thrive, and so happy that Caity and I were the survivors of that day, and so blessed the waves came today.
Not an ordinary rivalry where you guys don't want to hang out. I've heard you've hung out the last few days, got to have some special moments in the lead up to that final. Did surfing ever come up in the last few days, or what might happen on the day?
Nah, we went to Moorea and it was so beautiful, and we were just kind of soaking it in. It's honestly like the best place on planet Earth here in Tahiti, and you're just so present. And I don't know, we weren't really talking about it though. We definitely spoke about the last day. We were kind of saying how like flogged we got, and I was just thinking, okay, I just want to make my waves today, and unfortunately Caity didn't and I did, and so happy to come out on top.
Well, the sport of it all, how'd you do it? You know, when you reflect on the final, you know, you mentioned that you were feeling for Caity, dealing with so many beatings, but being really brave. Your strike was insane, and even throwing away an 8 at the end. How'd you do it?
Yeah, I think Teahupo'o is so well known for like 2s or 10s, and if you make your wave, you're safe and you're in the channel cheering with everyone, getting a party after each wave. But yeah, you just have to make sure you make them, pick the right waves. And I had Televa in my corner this event, so he made it a world way easier for me to just read and be one with Teahupo'o and look at the mountains and just feel like they have my back out here.
What a special win, Molly. Congratulations on all you've done. You've changed the game once again in backside 2 briding. Enjoy that yellow jersey. It's going to be shining bright in Fiji, and enjoy 2 weeks till we see you again.
Yeah, one more event to go, and what a blast I've had these last few events, and just keep it going. Make sure I finish strong, and just enjoy it. Honestly, we live the best life, we do the best job, and I'm so grateful to be here, and yeah, winning. Thank you.
What a legend. Let's hear it for Molly Picklum, your champion here at the end of the road. World #1 heading into the Lexus WSL Finals Fiji. The Corona Cero post show continues. It's time to do some more dancing with our finalists as we'll send it back to Kaipo Guerrero on set. Thanks so much, you guys. Thanks for having us.
All right, let's get to dancing. It's dancing time here on stage, and it is congratulations time for Jack Robinson, Molly Picklum. Got a chance to get loose after some hair-raising days here at the end of the road. What a way to celebrate. Stace, I can see you up there too.
Yeah, I'd probably look just as bad as Jack and Griff, but hey, they're giving it a go. Molly and Caity, on the other hand, nailing it. Absolutely killing it.
Absolutely nailed it. Wow, multi-talented right there. And gosh, it's hard to say goodbye to this place, but it's been so wonderful. We're happy that everything just turned out with epic surfing for you, the surfing audience. I want to say, here, let's give some ching-chings. Cheers on the Corona Ceros.
Cheers, Uncle.
That was unreal. All right, well, we got more stuff to hand out. Throughout this entire event, we had Mophie for the Mophie Charger of the event, and rightfully so, Flick. The Charger of the event from Mophie, Molly Picklum, of course.
How could you not go past Molly? Pickles, this thing, I mean, her performance throughout the whole event, really. I mean, yes, she's had this one crazy moment in the final, but collectively together, I mean, just dropping these crazy heat totals. I think it was just an accumulation. I mean, how can you not say that Molly was the hardest charger?
The Charger of the event. That's right, Stace. Mophie empowering you to live life untethered. Power on for Molly Picklum.
Yeah, no, I flashed back to that moment that she had counting down at the end of that heat, waiting for that huge score that she needed, and when she got it to turn that heat, it kind of felt like, yeah, she was going to go on a special roll after that, and she did.
Yeah. Well, you guys, regular season's done. Let's take a look at our CT rankings after CT number 11, the final event of the regular season, and take a look at where we ended up with the men and our final 5. Hey, first of all, props to Cole Hauschman cracking the top 10 as a sophomore on the championship tour. But there you go, Flick, your final 5, Italo Ferreira, Jack Robinson, Griffin Colapinto, Jordy Smith, Yago Dora.
Wow, when I look at this, I am impressed by Jack, and I'm really impressed by Griff. 2 guys outside that conversation coming into this final event of the year, and they cracked the code and they got the job done. First time we've ever had 2 surfers do it.
Yeah, okay. Looking forward to Fiji, Stace.
Oh,
and I want you to talk to me about each of these matchups coming up.
I was just looking at the top 5 then, and I was thinking it's so awesome to see the variety, and every single surfer surfs and is going to approach cloud breaks so differently. Yeah, we've got a couple natural footers, a couple goofy footers, but just individually, they all have such a different strength. And so that's going to be Yeah, crazy to watch. I mean, it's going to be obviously riding Jack Robinson's wave of fury today. It's going to be hard to take your eyes off him.
Now remember, it's match by match by match. The top seed in each of the matches, Jack, Griffin, Jordy, and Yago, will have the first priority when we start those matches, as well as when we talk about the title match, the champ, the number one in the ranking, wins the first title match, wins a world title. If the challenger wins that first title match, then it goes best 2 out of 3. Same thing for the women. Let's take a look at our women's top 10 at the end of the regular season, Flick.
Yeah, I think straight away it's going to be hard to knock Molly off her perch here. I'd say similar sort of, you know, you were speaking to it about Jack, that momentum. Molly, the incredible run she's had at the end of the year. Caroline Marks, cool to see a Goofy jump back up into that sort of, you know, conversation, because before this event she was outside that. And I mean, Betty Lou, first time potentially fighting for a world title. Really cool to see. And Gabriella, first time as well, so that they'll be experiencing that sort of pressure on that day.
Let's take a look at the brackets where we look at the Lexus WSL Finals Fiji presented by Cero. We're going to start off with Caroline Marks with priority over Betty Lou Sakura Johnson in that match number 1, Stace.
Yeah, I think it would be wrong to roll up to Fiji without a Goofy in the draw. and this time around it's Caroline. And I think she's going to have a really strong advantage just with the length of the wave. You know, Molly's been on fire this year. Obviously, we've seen what Caitlin's done in the tube. But just as a Goofy footer there, it's going to be really awesome to see if, you know, Caroline can just tap into that length of that wave and the different sort of faces it gives you. It's obviously a lot different to what we've seen here at Chopes.
I would not be surprised to see Caity Simmers and Molly Picklum in that first in those title matches.
Yeah.
Totally. Wow. I think I'm on your bandwagon, Stace. I think Caroline, Goofy, Cloud Break. It seems like it's a good match for me, but then she's going to, you know, she's got some really tough opponents that she's got to come up against. I think Gabriella Bryan really impressed me this event, just her evolution and her surfing and the confidence for her backhand tube side riding, backside barrel riding, combined with her big hacks. I think that could be deadly too.
Yeah, I agree, Cops. Like, seeing those two in the final feels right. They're the 2 of the 3 form surfers of the year, and then obviously Gabriella Bryan's in there too. So, I mean, it's just going to be a show.
It is going to be a show. And let's take a look at a little preview of the show that's going to happen right outside the heart-shaped island of Tavarua, out at Thundercloud, Cloud Break, where we're going to see the Lexus WSL Finals.
Welcome back to the Lexus WSL Finals.
Molly Picklum tagging a big section. Jordy Smith special.
Dropping hammer.
Caity pulls in, controls it, and then makes it. Yago Dora comes flying into screen.
Yeah, that's right. All leading up to the Lexus WSL Finals Fiji presented by Cero. That window starts August 27th, one-day event. We got all the way until the 4th of September, so we got a great window to pick the best day, Flick.
Oh, I really hope that
we're going to get it.
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 Yeah.
I just really hope,
no
you know,
doubt.
just imagine.
Have you seen how much action we're getting here and how much alive the Southern Ocean is at the moment? Like, it's down there. You just need one to go up the bowling alley between New Zealand and Australia.
There you go.
And it's on. It's for sure.
Yeah, you know what? We already have a world title assigned. That's the Vissla Shaper rankings. It got wrapped up so early this season. It got wrapped up even before J-Bay, I think. And again, 3 years in a row, we're a broken record. Lost, mayhem, congratulations. They're going to get a day at the Surf Ranch.
Another day at the Surf Ranch. I mean, and credit to the team, everyone at Lost, you know, from the Sanders to the Glasses to everyone working there. It's a big operation, especially to supply that many boards to that many tour surfers.
Yeah.
If you think about how many are riding Mayhems and, you know, Lost, it's incredible, right? So that's a big operation.
And some big characters across the men's and women's tours, you know, world title level surfers.
Hey, by the way, DHD number 2, congratulations on 40 years in business with that great label. So I wanted to shout out Darren as well. Well, you guys, it's been a great event. It's not over yet. Let's go over our top 5 moments of this event. We got some moments to share with you. Not all of them pretty. Oh no, Stace, the wipeouts.
Oh, it was just non-stop. and you could feel him. You know, Miguel Pupo basically straight off the plane there into that wave, and as you can see, that one did not tickle.
Oh man, I mean, Molly said it. Jokes is 10s or 2s, and I mean, right now we're looking at all the 2s. This was just crazy. It's going to give you the wave of your life or the wipe out of your life. So we saw plenty of those on this opening day.
Oh my word! The speed at which these waves are hitting the reef, and then you just see like how some occasions the blokes just popping up fine and paddling back to their boards, and then other occasions just getting absolutely waxed.
Hey, big shout out to Tahitian Water Patrol and Red Bull Jet Skis. They did overtime because of wipeouts like that over and over again.
Just so committed. Not a thought of pulling back.
Number 4, Miss Teahupo'o. That's right. Kelia Galina, 12 years old, youngest CT competitor of all time, Flick.
Surfing beyond her years, so much maturity. She's the next generation here for the women. It was so amazing to see 12-year-old surfing with her idols and amazing technique, you know. Bahine surfed out here for the first time at 15. She's 12. She's raising that bar, inspiring all her friends too that were in the channel watching her.
Happy birthday, by the way. She just turned 13. Number 3, Mihimana Bray takes out world #1, stays in an inspired performance.
Yeah, this heat had a bit of everything. It was a slow kind of, well, the only thing it didn't really have was a big score, but it certainly had a lot of drama. And, for Mihimana to take the local community on that journey with him is just such a special thing for him and the community. You can hear the channel erupting after every wave. And when Cowley bowed out of the draw, Mihi took all of that responsibility on.
Yeah, this was incredible to watch. I think in his best result to date so far here at Choke, so that's going to be feeling good for him. Fair bit of good prize money that he's going to take on the road for the Challenger Series. So he's going to be stoked. Community's going to be stoked for him too.
Maruru Tahiti. Number 2, our women's champ, Flick. Molly Picklum looked unstoppable throughout this entire thing.
She was the import surfer of the event. It was amazing to see. She has got the best technique on the women's tour for backside tube riding. It's undeniable, really. I mean, every single heat, from the positioning on the reef to positioning on the takeoff, and also just pure heart. And she's never going to pull back.
Nah.
Look out, Fiji.
Look out, Fiji.
And great moments. Post-final. Excellent in that final. Molly Picklum in fine form. Number 1 goes from number 8 to a final 5 position. And another Tahiti title. We're talking about Jack Robinson.
Oh, take the war, Dave.
Oh, that's the 9.5. And that was an amazing ride, and that's exactly how you want to start a final.
It was seriously incredible. I think everyone, Trick Junior board riders, Trick Point board riders are going to be screaming right now. The whole of Western Australia is going to be pretty pumped because he's got a chance to fight for a world title, where we really think, he's probably got some serious, advantages there just coming from where he does, and this amazing feel-good moment with the family. But you know what? He's still reserved. He's still keeping a lid on it because I feel he knows the job is not done.
The job's not done, right? He's going to start speaking that quiet voice again in Fiji, getting into that zone. Jack Robinson, we look forward to it. But let's just reflect on the regular season, Flick, and your final thoughts on our regular season. 11 events this year. It was incredible.
Final thoughts. Wow, put me on the spot. I just go with this last event. I mean, really, it's a beautiful way to bookend the year. We started at Pipe. We had amazing, days there of competition, and now we finished here at the end of the road, and it's provided, I think, the surf forecast showed up at a lot of different events this year, and Margaret River, J-Bay, the finals day there. There's so many moments that are burned into my brain. And I think you're right, Stacey. We've got that good juju, that good mana heading into Fiji with the forecast.
We sure do. And Stacey, your thoughts on the finals over there, the Lexus WSL Finals Fiji?
Yeah, it's going to be a show, and I think that the tour is going to put the 5 best surfers of this year in a wave that at that time of year is generally going to get some pretty good swell, and we just need one day. So it's a dream scenario, really. And then obviously staying on Tavarua, which is paradise. They're going from one paradise to another. So yeah, it's a tough gig.
Incredible. Hey, cheers, guys. It's always so good.
I need another.
Yeah, we'll get another one. And you, remember, it's August 27th is the start of the window for the Lexus WSL Finals presented by Cero over in Fiji. Go to worldsurfleague.com for all the updates, and aloha.
Absolutely pumping out here for day one of the Lexus Tahiti Pro presented by IC. This could be a historic day of competition here in Tahiti.
This big set's coming right now. Look at the set, you guys. Look at the size of the set, you guys. Holy smoke, look at the next one. Oh my God. Oh, that was a toe wave. That was a toe wave, huh?
Shootout against Ethan Ewing. Now watching this one bottoming out. Ethan Ewing comes out the other end.
Oh, here we go, Cole. Look how round this thing is.
He is deep in this cave. One of the best combined heat totals he's turned in his career. Here comes Griff on the next one. Beautiful bottom turn. An absolute magician in this heat today.
Yes, sir. Griff, talk us through this one.
Oh, he's going, he's doing it. Oh, air jump, Milliam. Oh, he pulled it. Yeah. Well done. Well done.
Jordy Smith grabs the rail, has to readjust, pulls up and under, comes out after the spin. Al Cleland Jr., it's coming down to this. Top to bottom, Cleland grabs the rail, composure gets spit out in front of Barron. Unbelievable.
Holy moly, packing an absolute bomb straight out of the gates. Are you kidding me?
She's on fire.
Ooh, this is 2 from 2 now. This is incredible. Her wave selection, I think, for me, is what's setting her apart.
You always have a handful of Groms out here in the channel. Next generation Chopo looks. But the difference this year is one of their own is in the lineup right now. 12-year-old Miss Chopo. Taking it to the best of the best right now.
Right again, this time deep in the
that's
barrel,
more
and
like
that's
it.
more like it for Tyler Wright. Caity Simmers drops to the bottom, stalls in the barrel there, and that's
more like
much
it.
better. She's going to break away even further. Joaquin Fierro scratches into this one, looks down the line, ducks under into the barrel. That's what exactly the Tahitian representing France does.
It looks like Aaron Brooks grabs the wall real deep, gets blown out of the cannon. Gabriella will get this wave, a little out of control on the takeoff. She settles in and she gets blasted out.
Holy, this is crazy.
"30 seconds left, world number 1, Molly Picklum, going up against the queen of Chopo, Vahine Fierro, and boom, just like that, Molly Picklum drops a 9.77.
Oh my word!
Wait a minute.
That was one of the sickest things I've ever seen. So late with the drop, just under it, right on the foam ball. It's going to be a massive score. That's a statement to the whole tour.
What a way to win a heat.
And in the tube, spending some time, Crosby, Colapinto. Wow. That's the Cros coming back.
Crosby's having a hell heat.
Mihimana, late takeoff, stomps it out the bottom and gets blown out. He talks about the mana that's in his name that he feels here at Teahupo'o. Blowing kisses to the crowd and the sky. Colapinto, beautiful bottom turn, then grabs the rail, coming up behind the spin.
Let's see, Jack Robinson drops in. Big, roomy, wide spin on the back.
Now setting that rail, and she guns her way out of a beauty.
Molly Picklum, your champion.
Jack Robinson does it again. Two-time champ in the Lexus Tahiti Pro presented by IC, and Robinson's going to cloud break. This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.